Hello, race fans, and welcome to another edition of Apex This Racing, brought to you by Apex Sim Racing for all your immersive racing gear. They are partnering with us for the entire year, so if you need any sim racing gear, make sure you check out Apex Sim Racing. Today, we are at the Road Atlanta short course. So 1.76, it's a bit of a cloudy day. And we've got, how many racers with us today? 19 racers on track today. So we're just starting out the pace lap here. Check us out at apexthis.racing for some of the best MX5 Cup car racing you will see in any league. We've had grids up to 58 cars, I think, was the max we've ever had, so we can get some large fields. Today we're 19 in our summer season, where many of our racers are off doing their own real-life racing during the weekend. So be sure to check us out. Today, let's see who we've got on the grid here. We've got Brian Lemke in P1, Stan Hammonds in P2. Those are our two pros. Then we drop into our MPL division, which is our mid-pack Larrys. We've got Oz and Kent running first and second in the MPLs. Then we've got Sheldon Rosenbaum, Corey Mitchell, Spencer Baudouin, Joshua Smith, Michael Chase, Sean Teeter, Craig Thompson, Roman Bykov, Uva Hale, Mark Valente, Philip Poole, Donald Mensing, Ron Tarpey, Kyle Mavis, and William Stern. All right, we are getting ready for the start here. So let's, as they head over the hill to the start-finish line, we've got Brian Lemke and Stan Hammonds right there in front. And here we go, race fans. They're off. We've got a green flag. Tearing into our first corner. Let's see how wide they get into this corner. We've got 4 cars wide coming into here. So far, keeping it clean, keeping it cool. There's Corey Mitchell making up places already. Do we keep it clean through here? So far, so good. So we've now got Stan Hammonds in the lead, Brian Lemke in second, Oz still in third, Kent still in fourth. Let's jump up here and take a look. There's Stan and Brian. Brian has Oz right on his tail. I see Spencer out there making a pass or being passed by Sheldon. I'm not sure which that was. Spencer, and then we've got Sheldon and Michael Chase. Right on the... Is he going to attempt a pass? Do we have a pass going on here? Oh, he's sliding around the outside, gets it wide. Actually, did he gain a position? Yes, he did. Sheldon that dropped back a little bit. We've got some new racers today, and I'm not familiar with all their liveries. So here we've got Michael Chase coming in on Spencer. This big sweeping turn here, wide open. And who's he got right behind him? He's got Corey following him. Nice and tight. This is a great passing zone right there in that series of corners. Corey's going to try to get to his inside. What can he do with this? Be on the inside here. But then Michael is going to be on the outside here, and let's see what happens. Oftentimes, Corey does it. Makes that pass through there. All right, let's see some of our other close battles here, which we have a lot. Here's Roman. right on the tail of Sheldon. What else do we have back here? We've got Joshua Smith, Craig Thompson, Mark Valente. What's going on up here with Kent? He's kind of riding in a little space all by himself. He's got Spencer right behind him with Corey and Michael coming in. Back here, here's Mike. William Stern. Bounce around here. Craig and Joshua Smith working hard on each other. Oh, Craig's going to try and get on the inside of him for this pass. Nope. Joshua made that pass stick. I see behind him there. Oh! Philip Poole. We'll cover some of these incidents towards the end of this, so not sure what happened there, but we'll come back to it. I don't want to interrupt our great racing with incident coverage, so we'll cover that after the race. Here we've got Joshua Smith now making a run at Kyle Mavis. Great passing zone right here if you're on the inside. If he can get on that brake late, make that set of corners. He does it. There you go. Doesn't get quite as good of an exit, though, so now he's got Kyle working him over, and Kyle gets the place back. That can happen. Get into that series of corners just a little too hard. You don't get a good exit, and the car you're passing just comes back on you on the long straight. What's going to happen here? Oh, he hangs on to it. Let's jump back up to our leaders, see what's happening up here. We've still got Stan holding on to his lead with Brian Lemke and Oz right on his tail. Oh, Kent's now got Spencer right behind him. Follow this battle here for a little bit. Let's get a view of what Spencer's seeing here. Is he going to attempt to pass? This is the place to pass. Kent's kind of holding out a little bit. And yes, Spencer is going to make that pass there. And is Kent going to get passed by any others? Oh, I see Corey and Michael Chase. So let's drop back here. Now Corey's going to go after Kent. Kent probably got slowed up when Spencer made that pass in that series of turns back before. So now he's got coming around here. Oh! Michael Chase gets into the left rear of Kent just a little bit and takes him out. We'll cover that at the end. We will get back to those, I promise. Jump back up here to lead. Stan, still doing great. Brian, second place. Oz, third place. We've had a big change. What used to be Kent is now Spencer, Corey, and Roman Bykov. Michael got slowed up a little bit back there, and so Roman did his pass. And now here we've got Michael Chase, Sean Teeter, Craig Thompson has got back by Joshua Smith. It's just too hard to keep up with all the passes and tight racing that goes on in this league because the MX5 races are intense. We've got Joshua Smith here in 10th place, Uva in 11th, Mark Valente running in front of William Stern. Backside, those two cars look the same. And then Philip Poole, who had that earlier incident, is trying to make up some time. And then here's Ron. Well, there was Ron. Ron has jumped to the pit. And Kent's sitting in the pit, would have had to tow there. We've got Donald coming out of the pit lane. And who else is in the pit lane? There's Kyle Mavis. I think it says, I think it's an 8X, and you get a drive-through in this league. So on this night, so you got to keep it clean if you're going to stay out of the pit lane. And where's Sheldon? Sheldon has left the building. All right, let's go back up to the front here, see what we got going on. All right, we're looking at Brian Lemke here. Keeping his eyes forward, easy on that wheel. Making the big, is he in the big sweeper here? He is in the big sweeper right now. You stay up tight and get to the left of the car ahead of you. You can make the pass coming up. Let's see if he does anything. I see him dive out. There it comes. And there's the pass. That's textbook. How you make a pass in that series of turns. Jump back here, we've got Roman and Corey and Spencer and Michael Chase in a 4-car pack. Roman is pressuring Corey. Oh, gonna try him on the outside here. Let's see what happens. Oh man, he got way outside on the curb. That's going to lose him some speed. Now is Spencer going to be able to get around? No, Spencer pulls it back in line. Spencer is about what? A foot and a half off. Roman there gets. Who makes it best around this big series? Now let's see what happens when we come up to the corners where passing happens. If Roman thinks he's close enough, he's going to go for the dive. There, he jumped out. Hang on to it. Corey takes it wide, leaves him plenty of room, and Roman gets by Corey. Now, kind of exit. Oh, Roman got through those series corners very well, so he holds his speed. Corey's unable to get back up to him and get that spot back. Jumping back there, I see. What did I see back there? Oh, that's Kent, who had to go to the pits from that earlier incident. He's a lap down, but he's on the back of this chain of cars. I think he'll just try and follow along. He's got the speed to hang with these guys, but just got into some trouble early on, so he'll probably just hang back here and stay out of their race. But still gonna race with them, have a good time. Jump back up here to the front. What do we got going back up here? Oh, here's Stan and Brian going at it again. Coming into this corner, Stan got around Brian. Now Brian's gonna get around Stan. I would love to see when this race is over how many lead changes there were, because I'm sure there are a lot. Oz is still hanging on in third place. We've got Roman in fourth with Corey still right on his tail. Oh, Corey's going to pull up on the inside, see if he can do anything up here. It's a hard place to make a pass. Let's see if he can make it happen. He's going to get around there, and then he does. Hang on. Oh, I see Roman going up to the inside there. Not close enough to get to the inside before they jump that curb. I see Michael has gotten around Spencer. Behind him. Here's that battle. And there's Kent just following along, staying out of trouble. Staying out of their way. And then we've got... what other battles? Oh, Craig has got a close battle going on here. Craig and Uva. So much fun. I'd love to be out there with them. Oh, Uva's going defensive. He has taken that inside. Oh, but Craig still gets in there. But is he going to be close enough? Uva gives him space. Oh, man, what a tight battle there. Craig does make that pass. Uva gave him the space, maybe a little bit too much space, being a nice guy, trying to stay out of trouble. You still got to finish the race. No, Craig took all that curb there. What other battles we got here? Back here with... oh, I see Corey Oh, we'll have to cover that. See if that one shows up in our incident group later on. I got to let the trailer know. Hey, you guys in the trailer, let me know about these incidents after the race. We'll come back to them. They're nodding their heads. Sleeping. That's what they're doing. All right, so Corey has dropped back. He's lost 1, 2, 3 positions. So something happened there. Hopefully we'll catch that later. Jump back up here to the front where Brian and Stan are still at it hard. We'll follow them for a little bit this lap and see. See if Stan can do anything with this. Get a little view here from Stan's perspective because we're coming into the passing zone. Sweep around this big thing, keep it flat to the floor. Shift into third to get all the RPMs, then back into fourth right as you come out there. He's tight on him. Is he going to jump out? Brian is not defending. He is not going to jump out. He's going to hang on to this for a little bit longer. We are 14 minutes into this 20-minute sprint. When we're done with this race, they're going to take a break for 10 minutes. You won't see that. And then they're going to jump right into another 20-minute race. So everything they learn in this race, they can really put to good use in the next 20 minutes. So Stan is going to just bide his time here. He might be waiting for the final laps. If he can stay close enough, then on those final laps, he can jump out and make that pass. Because he is staying tight with Brian there. So that's our closest battle. The next closest one here is Rowan Bykov and Michael Chase. Michael is a new league member. Glad to see him racing with us. And I got to go back up here to lead because we're coming into the passing zone. And once again, Stan is going to stay behind him. I just have this feeling that he's just going to hang there till the end of the race and then see if he can't get by him. Unless Brian makes a mistake coming into that series of turns back there. I think Stan is going to stay on his tail, wait towards the final lap, and then go for that pass. Because if he gets ahead of Brian, he's pretty sure Brian's just going to make the same move on him. Coming up on a slower car. See what happens here. This can change everything if they catch him at the wrong point. So you've got, he nicely done there. That slower car got on the brake, got out of the way, let these two get through without incident. That did put a little bit of time between Brian and Stan. Stan is definitely not as close this lap. So while they're doing this, I'm going to jump back here to Uva and Craig Thompson. They've got their own tight battle going on here. I think these three have been going at it for the entire race. We've got Uva in the sandwich here between Craig and Joshua Smith. Craig's had a little time ahead there. Let's see what happens here as they come into the passing zone. Is he going to be close enough to do anything? No, he's not close enough to do anything. And behind him, not close enough, so. Right on his tail. He's going to jump out, see if he can get a wider entry here, maybe carry a little bit more speed through it. He definitely carried more speed, but he can't do anything with it with Craig right in front of him right there. So wasn't able to do anything with that extra speed. Let's jump back up to our leaders, see what's happening here. We are 17 minutes into this race with Brian still ahead of Stan. Stan is right on his tail. I mean, right on his tail. Yeah. He's doing an oil change there. Stan is as close as he can get. Bouncing over those curbs. Brian got a little bit, looks like Brian got a little bit better entry and exit through that. He's pulled out a little bit of distance. I'm sure Stan was so close to him right there that he just didn't want to make a mistake and then get into him at the back, into him and that series of turns and just wreck both their race by being too close. Is he going to do anything this time? He's very close. If he doesn't attempt anything this time, he is definitely waiting for the end of the race. Definitely waiting. We are 18 minutes into this race, so a few more laps coming here. Who are just battling it out. So I think what? I think that I don't think this is the last lap. No, they've got to go one more time through. The guys in the truck are sleeping, so let's jump back. What do we got? We'll come right back to this. Here's a close race. Mark and Joshua Smith. Come back up here. I don't want to miss what's going on. Brian's still in the lead. .1933, so I think this will be the last lap. Didn't see any flag there. So we're going to follow this around since these were our leaders and they are so close to each other. Yeah, Stan's definitely pushing hard now. He is trying to stay. Brian always gets through that series of corners a little bit better. Just a little bit. Stan's got to stay close, though. He's got to be close. When he comes out of this... Oh, got on the breaker a little bit. He's trying to get to the inside. Yeah, Brian's going to protect the outside, so he's jumping to the outside there to try and protect that. Stan's got a little bit of lead coming in here, but Brian's got that inside. They make it through clean. Oh man, look at that. Hang on to it, boys. Stan really oversteered through there. He carried too much speed, couldn't hang on to it. And there we go. This is going to be Brian for the win. Here's Oz coming through for third. Roman Bykov and Michael Chase coming through there with their battle. Sean Teeter by himself. What do we got coming in? Oh, Corey must have got a drive through. Oh, Corey. Gotta race it out at the end there. And then we've got Spencer coming across. And then Craig. There's Uva and Craig. Uva's coming across in 10th place. I think there's going to be some position changes here. Yeah, as Corey gets past. And then we've got Mark. Here's William. And Kent's already crossed the line because he was running with that lead bunch. All right. That is the end of our first race. And man, that was a fun race. I enjoyed that. So we had Brian Lemke in P1, and then Stan Hammonds, Oz, Roman. Those are our top four. Those will invert for the next race. So we'll see you then. I'll be right back. You know, I almost forgot. We need to cover the incidents in this previous race. So let's take a look at some of these things that happened. Let me get set up here. What are we going to go with? Where's my chase cam? There it is. And let's see what happened to... Here's Mark. Oh, that was that incident with Mark and Philip Poole. So let's take another look at that from Philip's perspective. Looks like Philip just got in there a little hot So here comes Philip in there. Oh! Boom! Whoa! That's another incident that Philip had. No. What is going on here? Let's take a look. So I'm going to start with Mark. What is going on? There's Mark coming in, and there's Philip just touching him and then spins. And there it is. Yeah, he wasn't expecting. Philip was coming in there pretty good and just didn't expect Mark to not carry his car to the outside, I think. Stuff happens. All right, so now we've got Donald Mensing here getting a 2X. Got all of that curb up and around he goes. While we're at it here, let's get rid of our little iRacing stuff. Hang on to it. What you gonna do here, Donald? Facing the wrong way. That's a tough place to be. And Sheldon. Sheldon going here from a 1X. Oh, it's drifting, it's drifting. And once you get out there, you're just SOL. Nothing he could do. Hey, oh, almost kept it. Almost saved it, not quite. So Donald and Sheldon both got meatballs from that and had to hit the pits. Then we've got Kyle Mavis coming in here. Oh, ouch. I just cringed because I've done that myself. You just get your rear tires out there on that dirt right there while you've got some wheel into it, and it's just going to come around on you. Man, that hurts. And Kyle got a yellow or a meatball flag off of that. So then we've got Michael Chase getting a 2X. Oh, this is where he just drifted over into Kent. No, I heard Kent say after the race, you know, hey, stuff happens, don't worry about it. So here's Kent. He's just staying right on Corey, and Michael just barely drifts over into him there. And then Kent has to wait. So Kent got a meatball flag off of that one. He's got to go to pit lane. All right, Ron. Here's Ron. He's going to get to the outside. Yep, too much. 1X, and then the 2X comes in right there. And is that it? Yes. That's it for incidents for our first race. So there you have it. Not too bad. So now let's get set up for the second race, and we'll get started there. We're back. Here we are heading down the hill into the start of the second race where we've inverted the top four. I'm feeling this is going to be a great late race. Roman Bykov gets a nice jump there. Oz was a little far behind on the start of that, but look at this pack coming into turn one. Hang on to it, boys. So far, so good. Oh, I see some brake lights up ahead there. Everybody's touching their brakes. Can we go single file through this series? So, little touch there. Oh, Michael goes around. Oh, and there goes another car around, and bam, they just pile into him there. We'll cover that one at the end of this. See what happened there. There's Craig Thompson. Looked like Michael and another car were just a little close together and touched. So back up here to our lead. Got Stan thinking about jumping out to the lead already. He's got Brian in third there. So again, those were our top four from the first race. Brian is pressuring Stan already. Let's just watch this for a moment. See if Brian's he's gonna jump to the inside. Can he get around Stan on this? Yes, he can. So good on the brakes. Roman up ahead. He's going to want to get around Roman in a hurry if he can. Put some distance between him and Stan. Got some other tight battles here. Here's Oz, Spencer, Sean Teeter. Back here we've got Uwe Hale, Kyle Mavis right behind Tim. Kent Kruger started at the back. He's already made his way up to 9th position. After that, I'm looking up ahead there, and I see Brian has made his way around Roman. There's no way we're going to keep on all these battles during this race. So hopefully we will, I'll follow this run around, see if Stan can get around Roman and stay with Brian. Going to go jump to the inside there. Roman is going to try and get around Brian. Oh, what a pass. Now Brian's got to defend a little bit from Stan behind Tim. What are we? We're in lap 3. There's already been 1, 2, 3 lead changes. This is gonna be fun. All right, so we're heading in the big sweeper, coming around to the passing zone. We're running that short course at Road Atlanta, so man, you gotta be on your toes. You just don't get a break. There isn't a long drafting zone. This is the longest one. Here's Brian jumping to the inside. He's gonna make that pass on Roman. Roman gives him space, but you don't want to compromise your exit there, Roman. Now, last time around, Roman was able to catch up with Brian and make that pass. This time, there's a little bit more distance there, and Stan is feeling the pressure. He has got to keep up with Brian, and he does make that pass. He's got to stay with Brian, or Brian will put some distance, and then that'll be hard to catch back up. So, oh, Brian. Man, he slid it around that corner. So this is, or I see back here, we've got a battle going on between Sean and Spencer, but this is our closest battle right now. Also got a tight one back here. I mean, this is just up and down the field. It doesn't matter where you are. Here we're battling for 11th, 10th. And it just doesn't matter. It's the kind of racing you see every week in the MX5 at Apex This. Stan's gonna see if he can do something on the inside here. Tough place to pass. Can he make it stick? So far, so good. Brian tries to get to the inside. Roman is going to get his nose in there a little bit. Oh, that's going to slow up Stan through there, but he's puts his rear end right there in front of Brian's nose. There's just 2-3 car packs here that are just battling it out. I'm looking here, we've got 0.36, so less than a second between these 6 cars. All right. Looks like Brian defended to the inside there, and Stan was able to get around him, but Brian is going to get a better exit. Now he's got Roman on his tail. Is Roman going to get around Stan? And is Oz going to make a pass here? That change in that corner just shuffled this all over the place. Now you've got Roman running up front. He slides around that corner. Brian gets to his inside. What's going to happen up here? Sort itself out. Jump back here, see what's happening. Stan gets around Roman. And then we've got Spencer trying to get in on this mess. This fun. Oh, Oz really dropped back there. He had a little trouble through that series of corners. He got past. I just can't keep up with it all. I'm going to jump back here, see what we got going back here with the Corey and Kent show. These two both started at the back of the pack at the start of this race and now running 7th and 8th. They've got their own little tight battle going on here. They are in 2 different divisions. Corey is in the Pro, Kent is in the Mid-Pack Larry division. I have a suspicion that Kent may move up to the Pro next season. He is currently leading the MPLs for the series, but Oz is coming up fast. I don't know if Kent's going to be able to hang on to that number one position for the season. We shall see. Every race counts. Jump back up here to lead. Brian ahead of Stan. Coming into the big sweeper. Let's see. This is coming into our passing zone. Is Brian going to protect the inside? A little bit, but not enough. Stan's going to jump to his inside, and then he's got Roman trying to figure out who to follow here. Stan does get around. Brian gets an excellent look at that exit he got out of there. Stan carried a little bit too much speed through that series and just couldn't make a good exit. And now he loses that speed all the way down this long straight after that. You got to get that series of turns done well back there, or it just kills you coming over the hill and into that long straight. Now we come into this, and here we go again with Brian jumping to the inside of Roman, giving each other the space. Spencer's trying to get in here. Sean Teeter's in this. Oz is just sitting back there with a great view of these top 5 cars. I want to jump back here. What's happening between Kent and Corey? They're just following each other. I see a tight one back here. Oh, there's a pass that just happened. I got to jump back up to the front. Coming into this corner. We don't miss anything because this is where all the excitement happens right here. Brian makes the pass. Now Roman gets his exit compromised. Stan is trapped behind Roman. He's got 2 cars to his inside. He can't dive out even if he got that better exit. So he's stuck back now in 5th place. Brian is now, he's got to put some distance between him and these other cars. Oh, there goes Sean Teeter off the track. He gets back on. He's going to lose positions there, and does he cause any shuffle up ahead? He's got Brian now with some distance between him and Spencer. Stan right on Spencer's backside. And then I see back behind him, Roman and Oz are having their own thing. All right, so here we come up to the passing zone. Nope, he's not going to jump out there. Oz isn't going to jump out either. So we're just going to follow through this time. Jump back here, see what's happening in this group. Corey and Kent. Kent's just biding his time here. We're 10 minutes into this. He doesn't really have to worry about it until the last lap. So he might as well sit there. Brian is putting some distance between him and the others. If Stan is going to do anything, he has got to get around Spencer now. If he's going to have anything for Brian, he's got to make his move. He can't stay back here. Spencer's doing everything he can do to keep Stan behind him. Stan's going to jump to the outside. Let's see what happens as they come in here. Is Spencer going to protect that inside? He is not. There goes Stan, dive into the inside. And around he goes, makes that pass. Yeah, if you don't protect that inside coming out of that big sweeper, you're just opening the door for that car behind you to get to your inside, outbrake you, and there's just nothing you can do. So, back here. Where are these guys? Are they just crossing the finish line? Kent is getting closer to Corey. Very close. Stay with him. We're watching through this next series. Corey's making it through that series a little bit better than Kent is. Kent's losing a little time. He's not going to be able to make that big leap. So I'm going to jump up here. We've got Spencer's view with Brian and Stan out ahead. There's Roman right behind him. Roman's diving to the inside. Is Roman going to get around Spencer this time? He hasn't completed the pass yet. What's going to happen? If Spencer's going to... Yes, there we go. Roman... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Spencer got a better exit out of that corner than Roman did, but he couldn't do anything with it. Jump back up here to the Brian and Stan show. Looks like Stan has got some distance between him and Brian, but Spencer is much tighter on Roman. Whoa! What the heck happened there? Stan went wide and definitely lost some time. So now he's got 7 minutes. Really, he's cutting that corner, saving himself some time. He's got 7 minutes to see what he can do here. We'll go back over here to Kent and Corey. They're still doing their thing. What else we got going on? Looks like a race is back behind you. There's a little more time, more spaced out back here. So the two tight ones are the Brian, Stan, and Roman show, with Spencer in there, and then Kent and Corey. So those are the two bunches, these two bit of cars we're going to try and keep an eye on here. Spencer is staying close to Roman. We've got a 0.9 second interval between Stan and Brian. Let's see if Stan can bring that up. 0.8. 0.7. Stan is definitely making some time here. Back up to 0.9. Stan's faster through that series, but he didn't get a good of an exit. So now he's got Roman right on his tail, and this will slow him down if he has to defend against Roman. He's going to have a harder time catching back up to Brian. Jump back here. There's Kent still on Corey's backside. He is close this lap. Follow these two for a bit, see what happens here, as this is tighter than our lead pack right now. Kent's getting a good run here. Can he stick with Corey through this? Corey just gets a little better exit out of there. There's that shift into fourth. Can Kent do anything? He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. No, he's not going to this lap. Catch him back around next lap, but he's really close this time. Jump back up here to Stan. Oh, long distance between him and Stan. Roman close on Stan. Just give Stan a little nudge there. Says, hey, let's catch back up to Brian. Roman catches a lot of curb. Back here, Kent and Corey. Nice exit. Hang on to it. Close to him this time around. Very close. Let's see if he does anything with it. He's got to run, jumping to the inside. Now he's got to get a good exit out of here, or Corey is just going to go around him again, and he does. Woo! So there we go. Now, jump back up to the front. We've got Roman and Stan line of stern here, they are trying to catch back up to Brian. They know if they start passing each other now, number one, there's a lot of race left. And number two, it'll just slow them down. So staying line of stern will just let them catch back up to Brian and see if they can give Brian a little battle at the end of this race. We're now 17 minutes into our 20-minute race, and we've got 3 minutes left to make this happen. Jump back here. Now Corey is putting the pressure on Kent. Right on his tail. Coming around the big sweeper. This is where the pass could happen. Kent's going to jump out to the inside, so he is defending against that. Keeping Corey to his outside and then braking just in time, and now he's just got his big ass rear end in front of him, in front of Corey, so Corey can't do anything even if he does carry a bit more speed through there. Corey's thinking about it. Oh, he's got the inside here. Can he do something? Corey can't get a good exit out of that corner. I'm watching the lead. We've still got half a second between them, so this is our closest battle right now, so we're going to stay on this for a little bit. Jump back up here and show you the lead. There's still a little bit of time between this bunch, so we'll hang back here for a little bit. Let's take a look at the roll bar on Kent. On Corey's car, he's got a good exit out of there. He's gaining on Kent. Kent is not going to give him that inside, though. Hold him tight. So they're side by side coming. Oh, Corey's got a little. Can he? Oh, yes! He makes the pass. Even though he was on the outside, Kent had to, but can he hold on to it? They're still side by side. Kent's going to get a good exit coming out of there on the outside. Now we've got this. They're just side by side coming through here. Kent gets the better exit coming out of that. Coming into the... I have no idea what turn that is, but... Oh, there's Kent going around Corey. What is that? 3 passes in 3 laps? Jump back up here to our leaders, see what's going on up here. There's still some distance between these 3. So we've got some time, so we're going to hang back here with Corey and Kent. Corey going to the inside. Can he get around him? Oh, this is that. They're coming in here. Kent's going to protect that inside again. We'll see what happens this time. This time they're closer together. No, Kent did not get a good entry. I could see he just gave up too much space to Corey. They don't want to run into each other, being very respectful of each other and still having good racing. Kent gets a better exit coming out of there. Corey's hanging to the inside, giving each other so much room. There's Corey. Definitely catches that curb. That's gonna not give him quite the exit out of there. Sure enough, Kent's right behind him. Kent thinking about the inside. Whoa! Man! He went for it there. All right, they're still after each other. Go back up here. Now we've got Stan and Brian. Oh, Brian has to get on the exit there. Let's see, we've got some cloud cover, so it's got a little darker outside. There's Stan coming across. This is for the finish. Stan made that pass right there for the finish. So Stan waited and was able to catch back up. Now let's jump back up here to Kent and Corey. Coming to the finish line. Corey do something with this. He's got an inside, catches that curb. Oh, and Kent gets the 6th position there. Great racing. All right, jump back here. We've got Kyle Mavis. Bit of a race back here. William Stern, Donald Mensing, Mark Valente. Is anybody going to try anything here? Mark's thinking about it, but he's just not close enough. All right, All dependent upon the exit here. Oh, Donald gets a good exit. Can he do something with it? This is going to be tight at the finish line. Mark gets a better exit coming out of that. Gets more speed. Jump back here. We've got Joshua. And that's it. We got everybody across the finish line. So there you have it. What a finish. That was awesome. So that's actually showing our Heat 1 results. Do we have our feature results? Here we go. Yes, Stan Hammond's come across in P1, Brian Lemke P2, Roman P3, Spencer 4, Sean Teeter 5th position, Oz in 6th, Kent comes across in 7th, Corey in 8th, Kyle 9th, then we've got William Stern in 10th, Donald Mensing in 11th, Mark in 12th, Joshua 13th, Philip in 14th, Craig in 15th, Ron in 16th, Uwe, Michael, and Sheldon. Bringing up the backside there. They dived out a little early out of that race. So there you go. That's the end of the second race. Now let's call up, before we forget this time, let's call up and take a look at some of our incidents. That was exciting. I bet that was a fun race to be in. And again, Apex This Racing, Apex This Racing. That's where you can check us out. So let's get started here with, what do we want to take a look at? Our first one is lap 1. There's that. Oh, we got to get rid of some stuff here. Yeah, let's take another look at that one. Oh, we got to back that one out. We're going to back that one out and see what happened here. So here we've got, who are we looking at? Michael. There it is, right in front of you. Michael Chase, new to the league. Getting used to everybody. So he's on the inside here, so that's not going to give him a very good exit. And sure enough, there comes Spencer up to his inside. I think Spencer, that's a tough one. Michael opened it up. He certainly opened the door, and then, man, he just gets bashed. So he opened the door. Spencer filled the hole, and they kind of both. Michael definitely got the. So take a look at this. I'm going to back this one up. I'm going to come in here and take a look at it. Oh, got to go back even further. Take a look at this from his roll bar. So here's his view coming in. There's Michael to his right. Spencer's hanging on to it. He's right there. He's being courteous. He's got that inside, and yeah, that was going to happen. That was just going to happen. Take a look at it from Craig's view. I think he's one that got piled into that mess. So he's coming in here. Oh, there goes Michael. Whoa! Makes it around him. And doesn't actually crash, which is good. Hang on, where's the smoke? Oh, Joshua. Yeah, that was a tough one. All right, and then Uwe, lap 7. Hang on to it. Nope, hit the wall. Yes. 1x to 2x. And then Uwe's gonna, yeah. His car is busted. So then we've got Ron all the way out on lap 13. He can't, he's just done. So here's Ron on lap 13. Car's going around him. Man, what the heck happened there? Did he get hit from behind? Let's take another look at that. He's trying to stay out of the way, but man, he just, yowzers. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Let's look at this one some more. It's tough. He's got the leaders coming up behind him. He's definitely a little slower. So right here, leaders coming around. They're so much faster right there. Gets on his brake through there, so he's slowing himself. Spencer gets hard on the brakes, and and then Ron kind of pulls back over. So I'm not sure that's a tough one. I mean, I feel bad for Ron, but I also feel bad for Spencer. Let's take a look at this from Spencer's viewpoint. So here we go. Back this up a little bit. All right. So they come flying into this series. You carry so much speed through here. Now you're just on the gas. Full on the gas. And there's a car ahead of him getting on the brakes and then swings out in front of him. He just doesn't know what to do with that. Ron just got caught in a bad spot and got on the brakes. And yeah. What else we got? So that we saw Spencer. Is there anything else here? I see Philip Poole. There's Philip coming around this corner. Oh, there's a car to his there. Bam. That's what we saw earlier. Let's take a look at that one from the outside here. Back that one up. And here we go. So he comes into this corner. Car to his outside, and that car just gets off and then makes a I'm not sure what was it, what the car number there we've got. I gotta find that car. Who was that? Car 1. Where's my... Oh, that was Ron. Ron had a bad day, I believe. Let's take a look here and see Ron's view. Back that up. So he's having a hard time going through this series. Hey, we all learned. We all started somewhere. Give him a break. Loses the rear, so he gets on the brake. Now he's still on the brake. And bam. So hey, we all started there. And as a league, we're going to say, hey, keep racing with us. Keep getting better. Stuff happens, you'll improve. So don't fret over it. Just do your best. All right, that is it for our Tuesday night at Road Atlanta. That was fun. We had some super tight races up and down the field, and looked like Brian and Stan had that last lap. In fact, I'm going to see if I can't. Let's back this up. Where are they? Brian. Okay. We're going to jump back in here and follow Brian and Stan for this last lap. Man, Stan is so close. He is right on Brian's tail. Which you've got to be. If he's going to make this last lap pass, it has to be. Now, is Brian going to protect the inside? Oh, he is. Is he? He's kind of protecting the inside, but Stan is going to look at that. Brian is way to the inside, and Stan's just going to say, no, I'm doing it. And he hangs on to it, and then he's got his rear end in front of Brian, and Brian just can't carry the speed without getting into the back of Stan, and makes it happen. Wow. That was good racing. Good racing, boys. All right. There you have it. Again, this time I am going to say goodbye, and we will see you next week. If we have another great Miata race, you'll see it right here on ApexThis.Racing. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check out our sponsor and for all your sim racing gear. And there you have it. See you next week. Bye, everybody.